Hello everyone, this is the recording for IT336 Unit 1 session. The Unit 1 reading, first make sure you have the correct book. It's Fundamentals of Information Systems Security, 2nd edition. The reading for this week is Chapter 4, The Drivers of Information Security Business. I would recommend that you get Grammarly not only for checking your discussions but also for checking your papers that you have to write. You can get Grammarly from Herzing for free. So you go to the Student Resource Center. If it's not listed on the dashboard, then look in all courses. Then go to the Tutoring and Writing Center. Then click where it says, click here to learn about Grammarly. And then it will give you instructions on how to sign up. So if you click on that link, it'll take you to Grammarly. If you already have a free account, make sure you're logged out. And then choose Join Your Organization. Go back to Canvas and follow the instructions, and you will have the full version of Grammarly for free. So you can use Grammarly by installing it on your computer. You would click on Apps, install it for Word, Microsoft Office. And then when you're in Word, you have to enable it by going to File, Options, then Add-ins, and make sure it's checked. Now, it may do that by default. Can't remember. Then when you have Grammarly installed, you click on the Grammarly tab and make sure you have contextual spelling, grammar, and sentence structure. You can also check punctuation if you want. And you can check plagiarism, but you would have to click it every time to do that. You can also do it online, like for your discussion. You can go, so you see this part is the online. Instead of clicking on apps, you would just click on new, copy and paste your discussion in there. Click on correctness, because I'm not worried about all the other alerts that you might get. And then, correct the spelling. I'm not too concerned about the punctuation, but grammar and spelling, eating articles, and that kind of thing you need to change. Then if you want to check your paper for plagiarism, it's at the bottom. And it will tell you the site and how much is like your source. If it's 100% and it's a short section and you put it in quotes and have a reference, then you're okay. Overall, you should not have more than 20% of your whole document that's considered plagiarized. So the Unit 1 discussion, the initial response is due Friday, since we started on Wednesday. You need to do an introduction. You don't have to post a picture if you don't want to. Which current future events do you consider to be more vulnerable to cyber attacks? So it sends you to this map. Let me go to the next page. And you just look at them and think of some event that's coming up or is current that could be susceptible. So see, this one occurred at the Rio Olympics. So a sporting event that's coming up could be susceptible to the same kind of attack. That's basically what it is asking you. You have to have at least 200 words and at least one APA formatted reference. When it says that, it means that it's in the APA context, like author, date, title, not so much the hanging indent or double spacing and all that, because you can't do that on the discussion. I used the HUAPA tip sheet, which I talked about in my Unit 1 discussion post, and I attached one there. It's found in the library and Student Resource Center. That's what I use to check references, so it's a good idea to use that. Cheer replies to other people are due by Sunday. Replies should be about 50 words. I don't really check that, but I can, if you only have a sentence or two, you're not discussing enough. Also include at least one open-ended question in one of your replies. That kind of moves the topic along. And remember, no discussion posts are allowed after the unit's done, and please don't submit just a document for your discussion. That way people can check the discussions on their phone if they want to without having to download a document. Now, this is the map that I talked about before. The Unit 1 assignment is due Sunday. Now, it says to use Maryland Attorney General website. If you want to do your state, that's up to you, but I don't have directions for that. You'll have to figure it out. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the Attorney General website, search for major security breach, and then in the past 3 years, so 19, 18, 17, and look for one that affects more than 200 people. Then you're going to go to library and see what you can find about this case. It says it might be easier to find cases that are last year or the year before. You're going to complete a one-page report with APA cited references. The only thing that requires APA is your references and your in-text citation. So here we are at the Maryland security breach, and I searched for major security breaches, and here are the years listed. So if you click on the year and then on the number of residents, so I clicked on 2018 and then I clicked on the number of residents, and it brings the largest number to the top. So what you're going to do is look at those and choose one of those events. Whoops. And then you're going to go, well, I keep doing that. So let's say if I chose MyHeritage Ltd. And then you go to the library, which is found in Student Resources, which, like I said before, it should be in the dashboard. If it's not, look in all courses. Choose the Herzing University Library and then pick Databases. Go to A through Z list. I like ProQuest Central. It says it's popular, but you can pick whatever one you want. Then you're going to search by the case title. So I searched by MyHeritage Ltd. and I came up with some articles. So you're going to include these things about the breach. So you're going to write sort of an essay about each. It can be a paragraph about each. Of course, some things like the size of the breach isn't going to really take up a paragraph. You can use headings or not. Double space it, that way you don't have to write as much, but that's up to you. If you can find the answers to these questions in the database articles, so when you click on the article, you will find a Cite tool over on the right. If you click on the Cite tool and choose APA 6, it will give you the reference and you just copy it and paste it into your references. And then in-text citation would depend. Is it a title or is it an author? And you can look at the HUA APA tip sheet and it will help you. That's all I have for this week. If you have any questions, please let me know.